So in this session, we're going to talk about 5 unique areas that will help us see what's on God's heart so that we can join him.
John and I like to think about it in terms of buckets or baskets, but 5 things that God tells us he's passionate about in his word. 5 things that can help us, 5 buckets that can help us center our involvement and our investment financially. They were church, mercy, missions, hospitality, and spontaneous giving. How do we want to break down the percentage of money that we've set aside to give across those 5 buckets? Where do we see God at work? How do we want to get involved in those different areas?
The God of the Bible is the most generous giver. We cannot outgive God no matter how many people we give to, how many times we give, how many interruptions happen in our lives. Our God will always be the greatest giver. Good measure will be pressed down, shaken together, running over, put into our lap. This is a picture of abundance, that our God is an abundant Father. He has all the resources that he needs. He can deploy those to us as we obey him. And so the focus is not measuring our giving so much as it is measuring God's generosity and saying, how can we obey and trust him to provide? How can we seek first his kingdom and rely on him to take care of our needs?
I think the most convicting part of that passage was the part where it says, the measure you use will be measured back to you.
Yeah, it's a challenge to trust that God is abundant, but man, he wants us to believe who he is and step forward in faith to give.
Engaging with God's heart in these different buckets definitely takes practice. We have to make attempts, build partnerships, and really learn how to care about each of these things that God cares about.
I want you to look for where God's at work in each of these areas and begin to take steps of faith to join him.